What you eat isn't just about calories, it's fuel. And the right food choices can either drain your energy or supercharge your day. Let's talk about eating like you mean it. What's up, family, and welcome back to another episode of the Melanin Wellness Podcast. For this November series, we're continuing to talk about all the things that affect men's wellness overall. And so we want to talk today about a topic that every man needs to get very serious about, and that is energy and what you're putting on your plate. So your food is either fueling your energy or it's draining your energy. One or the other. There's no middle ground here. So today we're going to break down how men can make smart choices that boost their energy, improve their focus, and keep their wellness on track. But before we dig in, no pun intended, I want to pause and say thank you. Thank you to everyone who has continued to watch this series and take from it. Your continued support means everything to me. Thank you to everyone who is starting to pay attention to the connection between their food, their energy, and their overall wellness. It's easy to just grab whatever is convenient, but making conscious choices and choosing to eat with intention is choosing to honor your body. And also thank you to the families and communities encouraging these changes, because you are also helping your loved ones create a culture where food is not just about survival, but also about thriving. I'm grateful that we get to share this journey together and move forward, fueling ourselves with purpose. Now, let's get into it. So energy comes from more than just caffeine or sugar highs. It actually comes from real consistent nutrition. So those whole healthy foods that I have been talking about all week long, those are going to be the things that are going to really fuel your body to help it continue to operate at its optimal levels. So what you eat affects everything in your body, from your hormones to your fitness recovery and illness recovery as well, mental clarity, and overall stamina. Common energy pitfalls include skipping breakfast. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into that one in just a second. Over relying on processed foods and neglecting hydration. So when we start talking about breakfast, there are some people that are like, I hate breakfast. I don't want to eat breakfast. And I understand that. I used to be one of those people. However, I want you to take just a second to think about it this way. So let's say that your last meal that you had dinner at 7 p.m. Okay. You had dinner at 7 p.m. last night. Breakfast time comes, and you don't eat. You don't eat till, let's say, lunchtime. That's about 12. Your body has already not eaten for 17 hours. That is a 17-hour fast with no food. So think about that. Just think about that for a second, right? So then in between that time, your body will begin to go into what is called starvation mode, to where now everything looks good. And more likely than not, when you do take a meal, when you break that fast, henceforth the word break fast, you are breaking a fast. That's what you're doing, because your body, obviously, you're not eating when you're asleep all night. So you've gone 17 hours without food. Now you are probably going to eat any and everything you see, and as much of it. You're also going to eat extremely quickly, because by then you are absolutely starving. So you're going to be eating so fast, not giving the food time to really digest and get into your system. So you're going to overeat, and you're going to feel full. You're going to feel bloated and uncomfortable. That is the pitfall that many of us fall into. I used to be one of those people. I never ate breakfast. Ever. In fact, breakfast used to make me nauseous. So I couldn't really eat anything before 10 a.m. I don't know why that was. That was just, I don't know. But at any rate, what I began to do is I began to do small things like grab myself a piece of toast with some nut butter on it, or a smoothie, because instead of allowing my body to go into starvation mode, I would give my body something, even if it was something small, so that I wouldn't go into starvation mode. My blood sugars wouldn't be all over the place, and I wouldn't have headaches and brain fog and irritability and all the things we've talked about all week. But let's move on. So let's talk about a few food choices that are going to fuel your energy. Now, here's how you can start doing those things. All right. Number one, complex carbs. We've talked about these, also known as smart carbs. So your oats, your quinoa, your sweet potatoes, those are going to, because they have fiber, they are going to digest slower. They're going to burn slower. So they're going to release the energy levels over time instead of just this burst of energy like caffeine gives you. Number two, lean proteins. So your chickens, your fish, your beans, your eggs, your tofus, those are going to be, because they're more nutrient dense, and higher in protein, they're going to help you to feel fuller longer. Then number three, your healthier fats, your avocados, your nuts, your nuts, your seeds, and your olive oils. Those are some examples. Those are going to burn longer because they are the healthy fats. They are the non-saturated fats that your body needs. Number four, hydration. We've talked about this. If you are dehydrated, you are going to feel hungrier. You are going to feel hungrier. You're going to have headaches. You're going to have all the things you don't want to have. You're going to feel fatigue. So water and electrolyte balance matter way more than you think. So, and let's be clear, we don't get electrolytes from water naturally unless you're drinking an enhanced water. So be mindful of that. So swapping out and getting some electrolyte drinks in your diet is going to help to fuel your hydration. And finally, colored fruits and veggies. Antioxidants are found within your vegetables and your fruits. So they're going to help to keep the body running efficiently. And it also is helping with your immune system. Antioxidants, things high in antioxidants, tend to help our immune systems thrive. Now, a little tip is you can pair proteins with carbs at each meal for a steady blood sugar level and consistent energy levels. And remember that the recommendation is always going to be that 80 to 90% of your diet should consist of those whole healthy foods that I listed above. And then there are also so many more. There's going to be a whole list. In fact, I have a list of these things, smart carbs, and it's a free download and you guys can grab it if you like. It'll be in the show notes. That gives you an idea of what you can pair with what so that you can create those balanced meals so that you're constantly fueled, you're constantly feeling full, and you constantly have sustained energy. And, a balanced diet absolutely makes room also for that 10 to 20% of your favorite treats. Remember that. They just shouldn't be the bulk of your diet because all that sugar, all those processed foods, all that caffeine is not going to be helping your energy levels. In fact, it's going to make you feel sluggish and tired. Now, meal timing is also important. So is portion control and avoiding late night junk fests. Men often overwork themselves and then they underfuel, leading to those undesired crashes, poor focus, and low mood. But by planning your meals and snacks, that balance of macronutrients, remember that is simply your daily nutritional value. That's all that means. You can actually keep your energy stable throughout the day, long into your night. And it also is going to help you get better sleep. Remember, your food is going to be your fuel, not just simply a filler so that you satisfy that hunger feeling. All right, family, that is your brief energy check. Don't forget to start small, swap out those processed snacks for something more nutrient dense, and watch how your energy levels respond. Watch how your body responds differently to it. Share this episode with a man that you love. Subscribe for more wellness insights. And remember, eat like you mean it because your body and your energy levels will absolutely thank you. Until next time, family, stay energized.